everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Karen, Lavender Clothesline, and it is a dreary dark day here in central Pennsylvania, but I figured I'd jump on and make a quick video. I have hard goods today. I ran out yesterday to make a return at Goodwill where I returned a fake Dyson buy. Maybe some of you saw that over on my Instagram where I picked up a closed box. It was all taped up, and got home and only to open the box, which I was really excited for another Dyson because I have one and I love it, and only to find out it was a big box of used electronics I did not want. But it gave me an excuse, which I never need, to go back to Goodwill. So I did that yesterday and scored a few very fun hard goods and of course one pair of shoes that I will show. But I also wanted to take this opportunity to say hello to all of you and welcome you to my channel, and also to announce that we have booked the restaurant for our resellers meetup. Now when I say we, I mean me. My daughter Lisa will be with me, and a couple of friends that I have made through reselling, through the thrift stores actually. I have met these people and just love hanging out with them. So a few of my friends will be there, and we are hoping that you guys join us. So I am announcing that we are getting together for dinner at a restaurant called Loxley's. I will leave the information down below. And Loxley's is just a restaurant that's associated with a hotel, but they have a really cool theme. It's kind of like a Robin Hood theme, I'm gonna say. And they have great rooms there, so we have booked a room for us resellers to get together. So I wanna welcome all of you and invite you. I hope as many of you that would like to meet up and just sit around and eat good food and talk all things reselling will come on out and join in. So the date is Thursday, February 27th. I realize it's only like 3 weeks away, but I figured I would just jump in and do it. Number one, because I love the sense of community within the reselling community. I have met more people that have become my friends that I can even count. I mean, literally, when I go to the different thrift stores, I always run into friends. Such fun. And you know, reselling, if you're reselling from your home and you're doing this part-time or even full-time, it can get a little quiet at times, but I'm real social. I love to meet people, so I always say hello and talk to people out in the thrift stores, and through that I have made friends, and I want to get to meet you guys too, who a lot of you I talk to on the internet and not have met you in person. So Thursday, February 27th at 6 p.m. we will all be meeting at Loxley's restaurant. And what else do I have to tell you? If you can join in, would you please leave a comment down below? We are putting together a list. So far we have 15 people since yesterday that have jumped in and said that they are definitely interested, so hopefully we'll have a good crowd. But even if we only have 8 or 10 of us, I'm in. It sounds like great fun. I love meeting up with other resellers where we can encourage each other, help each other out. And I'm gonna ask you to bring your best reselling tip if you've been reselling for a while. And if you're brand new, you're more than welcome. We'd love to meet you and see what your goals are, where you are in life, and just your dream of what you want your reselling experience to be. So having said all of that, Loxley's, I believe it's considered Lancaster, which is Central South Pennsylvania, and you can Google it, Loxleys. And like I said, I'll leave all their contact information below, but don't call them to RSVP. You're going to leave a message either here on this video, or you can go over to Instagram, and we're compiling a list of people attending over there. And my Instagram is Lavenderclothesline, just like my channel, and just like my email, lavenderclothesline@gmail.com. So I am very excited, can you tell, to meet all of you guys. Loxley's is a fairly reasonably priced restaurant, so you can get an appetizer, you can just get a drink if you've already eaten, or you can get a full dinner. So everybody is paying for themselves, so make sure to bring your credit card or your cash, however you pay, and we will have a blast, I'm sure. So without further ado, I'm going to show you the few hard goods that I picked up last night, and we will get started. So the first item that I start with on my haul good videos, I hope I never stop doing this because it's kind of become a thing for me, is showing a pair of shoes. And I found these shoes. Now these might look a little odd for those of you who have never seen golf shoes or don't pick up golf shoes. This is what they look like or should look like on the bottom. This is the correct sole for them to have for the golf courses nowadays. There are older shoes that have like a metal spike, and those are either discouraged or not allowed on certain golf courses. So you want the sole to look like that. And this is the brand Callaway, which is a very nice brand. It's a leather Oxford lace up, and $7.47 I paid. So great find. I'm imagining these are going to bring probably between the $30 and $40 mark. They look like they've been worn one time. I mean, literally, these things are so beautiful. So I hope they're not my size because I like to play golf, but I have 2 pairs of Nikes now that I wear. And not that I'm good at golf, but I wear all the things, you know, all the clothes and the golfing. Makes me feel like my game is better. So yes to Callaway golf shoes in great condition, $7.47. The next item I found came out in 3, boom, 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 and I grabbed these. These are little dish towel, hand towel, bar towels put out by Cat Studio. And it comes in this really sweet little embroidered mesh bag. At first I saw the embroidery and I was thinking it was something from Johnny Was. I love Johnny Was. If you don't know what Johnny Was is, you want to Google that brand. That's my all-time favorite brand for my personal wear and for selling in women's clothing. So first off, it comes with a card that says the Geography Collection. So I'm just going to take this out of the bag and we will hold it up. These are great. They're almost like a flower bag. Is that what we call flower sack cloth? That's what it reminds me of. And this is what the branding looks like, Cat Studio. And it has the tri-colored stripe on the sides, red, yellow, green, and this is Cape Cod. So I thought these were great. I did find 3 of them like I showed. And what did I pay for these? I paid $1.99 each. Now I have no idea what these are going to bring, but I figured for the $1.99, you know me, when the buy-in price is low and it's a new item and it's something that everybody uses every day, and there are people that live in Cape Cod, how can I go wrong? Even if I sell them for $10 in shipping, great find. So I said yes to 3 Cape Cod Cat Studio kitchen towels. The next item I'm going to show, I went back and forth. It was on the shelf, it was in my cart, on the shelf, in my cart. Because these days, like I always say, I'm quite busy running, and sometimes the bigger items, I hesitate. I don't know that I want to keep shipping these big, hard to ship items. Now, if I wasn't doing YouTube and all the other things, absolutely, I have no problem with that. But heavier breakable items do take more time and more work. But I couldn't leave this behind, and I'm going to show you what I found. So next up is this cookie jar. Look at this. This is beautiful. I love this. And it's in great shape. I found no chips or cracks. I'm going to put it down while I talk to you guys. And I'm going to, yep, lid is in great condition. How pretty is that? And as you can see, I paid $6.99. This is so pretty. I feel like somebody decorating their kitchen in Tuscany, because it looks Italian to me a little bit. And what kind of flower is this? This is a, let me think, gardenia, I think. Is that right? I'm not sure. And on the bottom is the branding, Cheryl and Company. And Cheryl's, I believe, put out cookies. I did Cheryl's cookie jars before, and you guys helped me out, and I believe it's in the United States, and it's a cookie company that had amazing cookies. That's all I got. But I said yes to a Cheryl and Company cookie jar. I'm gonna guess that I'm gonna get probably $50 to $60, and the buyer will pay shipping, so definitely worth the work and time putting into packing it. Now I will pack this with tissue paper or packing paper taped on, then I will wrap it in bubble wrap, and then I will put it in an inner box, and then packing peanuts outer box. To me, that's pretty much the way to ship highly breakable items of a larger size. Okay, this next item, I saw no branding, but look at this. Look how beautiful this is. And of course, the color reminds me of my daughter, Mellissa, Freshbloominclothing. If you don't follow her on her channel, you should be. She's a wealth of information. And she does a lot of shipping videos and videos where you can just put her on in the background. She's got a real soft voice. sweetheart of a girl, if I do say so myself, and she's just great. Her channel is wonderful for playing while you're listing and photographing and doing all of the reselling things, just to have a nice voice in the background and also learn a great deal. If you're new to selling online, let me encourage you to look for her shipping videos. She brings you through not only how to ship first class, but how to hook up your Dymo printer, which step by step, a real simple tutorial. So if you're thinking of buying a Dymo printer or you're new to having one, you want to go over to Melissa's channel, which is Mellissa on YouTube with 2 L's, and she'll walk you through how to set that up. But for now, let's get back to the vase, my little selling pitch for my daughter. I thought this was gorgeous. No marking. Look at that. And truthfully, I'm almost thinking of keeping this one. I know, shocker, right? I did pay $2.99 for this. Didn't even have a price sticker on it, so the employee got a price for me. And this is the color of my kitchen. So I might put this in the kitchen for a little while, at least till it sells. So if you're gonna buy it right away, no, you're taking it out of my kitchen. I'm so kidding. But I don't know what I'll price this at. It's so pretty and so beautiful. It is glazed inside, which is a little sign of better quality. Poorer quality items a lot of times are not glazed inside. They're just the dry slip or the dry clay. And okay, so what am I gonna sell this for? I'm gonna guess probably about 30, 35, something like that. The next item that I picked up, I didn't even look to see if these, had comps, are 2 signs, and they have scripture on them. So the first is this one, and the other one is this one. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what attracted me to this and why I picked this up. Now, first of all, it's just a solid wood plank, so it's not really the individual boards put together. It is mass produced, but the graphic on it and the saying on it, the scripture on it, I think is really going to carry this. The birds are sitting on a branch, and they are like metallic. So they have a little bit of a shine to them. And it says, seek peace and pursue it. Psalms 34:14. I thought these were beautiful. So this one and this one together, I paid $3 each, $6. And it's called Interiors by Design Bird Plaque. That's the branding, probably made in China. I'm looking. North Carolina, but made in China. So North Carolina is distributing them. So pretty. I said yes. And for the $6, I'm thinking probably 30 for the 2. So not a bad buy-in price and very easy to ship. Not bad at all. The next item that I'm going to show is a tray. Whoops, sorry about that lighting. See if we can get it away from the lighting. There we go. It's a carved wood frame with a graphic of birds, and the birds have real feathers on them. And unfortunately, I think these are birds fighting. That's what it looks like. So I'm not seeing where this is made. I'm gonna guess maybe Mexico. It does look handmade. It doesn't really look mass produced. Not to say that these aren't made in volume, but the little nails in the wood, there are little telltale signs that somebody handmade this. I could be wrong about that, but I did think the colors were phenomenal. I thought it was really pretty. So unfortunate if it is birds fighting, which you know what I'm talking about. I won't use that term because my channel can be demonetized if you use certain words. But I said yes to this. Roosters fighting, we'll call it. Or roosters, yeah, they look like they're fighting. So not the best theme, but definitely worth picking up. And I'm going to comp this because I would have no idea how to price this. I'm going to say if there are no comps at all, I will raise it higher. If there are a lot of comps, I will price accordingly. So a buy-in price of $5, and I have no idea what I will price it at. It does have a glass top, so it is nice to display on the wall or actually use it for serving. The next item that I actually found 4 of these in a box. And at first I put the whole box in my cart, but then when I looked at them, I only wanted these 2. The pair of sconces that I put back, I didn't think the design was good enough. I thought it was very unattractive. I will not buy something that my aesthetic is not crazy about unless it definitely has a high resale value. Then my taste goes out the window and it's all about the money. But I thought these were beautiful. solid brass candle sconces, and they almost have a traditional or a Bombay design. So I might use those keywords, and I paid $7 for the two, and I thought they were really pretty. When I have brass sconces, almost always they sell fairly quickly if the design is good and they're in good shape. I think a lot of people look for decor items that can go in small spaces, you know, a thin wall, and they also look for decor that goes on either side of mirrors and pictures. So these are quite easy to ship. I felt the $7 was fair, and if there are no comps of the same one, I imagine $40 to $50 plus shipping on these. And the last item that I found, I always pick up, I don't care what brand it is or, you know, who's putting it out, is a fragrance oil lamp. This is considered a catalytic lamp, and the brand Lampeberger, Lampeberger, is a brand that I have found before that can bring crazy high money. I mean, we're talking thousands of dollars. There are a few companies, I believe, that did collaborations with Lampeberger. There are Lalique, there's certain Venetian glass, Murano glass, I'm trying to think of who else I've seen. Thousands of dollars they bring. So you want to keep your eyes open for fragrance lamps. Catalytic, I believe, means that the top comes off. I'm going to take these pieces off to show you. And there is, I think this is made out of clay or some sort of stone. And the rope banding attaches to it, the rope wick. And you light this piece of stone here. The stone has drawn up the fragrance. You light the stone. I think you leave it lit for about a minute and you blow it out. And this emits the most beautiful fragrance. I was once gifted one of these and I loved the idea of it, but of course I sold it because I really don't have time for things like that at this point. I know, you guys are always so sweet to me. You're like, Karen, you should keep stuff. I do. I have a lot of stuff. I don't want you guys to think I'm living bare bones. My house is beautiful. I have beautiful things. But with selling, you know, you want the money. You want to sell. I want to see how many things I can get out of my house, not take into my house. So yes to catalytic glass fragrance lamps in beautiful designs, even if they're not Lampeberger. Now I'm going to see if there's branding on this one. The bottom of this shows that it was sold in some sort of retail store, $29. So right there it tells me it's not a Lampeberger, because I believe the Lampebergers, even the plain, regular, everyday ones, I'm going to say are close to the $100 mark, I think. I could be wrong. There could be less expensive ones, but that's my understanding of it. So I said yes. This one smells, has a little bit of scent to it, so it looks like it might have been used one time, but these fly out of my store. So keep your eyes open for that. Okay, I think we're going to end there because I just have a meatloaf coming out of the oven. So if you've heard my stove turning on, that's what that's about. I try to do batch cooking these days, so I'm eating something besides drinking soup on the run. I do a lot of that. Last night I came in from, yesterday was a crazy day. I was up at 4 o'clock, shipped out, went to the thrift store, did returns, shopped. Then where was I? 2 other stores. Then I was on to Office Max to pick up 10 huge rolls of bubble wrap. Then grocery shopping. Then where was I? Someplace else. Came home, drank a cup of soup, and got my listings on. All craziness. So I picked up ground beef and made a meatloaf, and I will eat off of that for a couple of days. But I just wanted to touch base and say hello to all of you today and welcome you and invite you to come out and meet us all at Loxley's Restaurant on February 27th, 6 p.m. And please leave your confirmation down below, and looking forward to meeting you. As always, go out and get what's yours.